Welcome to November. It is a new month and this is a new week. Let's find out what we can expect for this week and the entire month. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. You are listening to or watching the Manifest on Purpose show. I am the host of that show, Kimbaley, and today I'm here to deliver the weekly wisdom, but I have a treat for you. I will also be delivering the monthly wisdom, what we can expect to impact us for this month using the oracle cards and my own intuition, of course. And I will also be letting each birthday number know what they can expect as well. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for your time and sharing your energy with me. Thank you so much for everybody that you invite to come to this show. And thank you for subscribing here and on the website at Kimbaley.com. That's KIMBALEY.com. The God in me loves the God in you. We're going to jump into this weekly wisdom, but before we do, let's hear our Astro-Numerology report for today, courtesy of Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn. It is Sunday, November the 3rd. The sun is in Scorpio, the moon is in Sagittarius. It's a 1 universal month, an 11 universal week, a 4 universal day. It's almost mandatory that you have a sense of purpose and direction today. Yet at the same time, allow some little wiggle room just in case anything sudden or unexpected you hadn't anticipated came into the picture, which may throw you off your center. But in knowing this, you should be able to meet this day on your terms just fine, as long as you don't overextend yourself to the breaking point. And why would you do that in the first place? What you could do instead is to ask an Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, and those born on the 1st, 4th, 10th, 13th, 19th, 22nd, 28th, and the 31st of the month as to how they will handle their day. Once again, that is our Astro-Numerology forecast for today, courtesy of Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. You can download that app at star8.com. You can also download it on Google Play in the App Store, and you can get it on Linktree/numbers and you, where you can find some of his other exclusive products and services. 2025 is coming in swiftly. Have you ordered your Astro-Numerology forecast for the year? The Astro-Numerology forecast for the year is an awesome way to plan your year. Don't caught going through this very transformative cycle without having a plan. You can pick up one of those reports at Kimbaley.com, KIMBALEY.com, where you can also pick up your personal report. You can pick up a compatibility report and a report for your business. If you want to take a deep dive into who you are and knowing more about your purpose, then you can also book an astro-numerology consultation at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. Now, let's jump into this weekly wisdom. For those of you who are new and have never experienced a weekly wisdom before, I'm going to give you an overview of what the weekly wisdom is. The weekly wisdom is a focus for the week. It is something that we can work on in order to grow. And I determined that through reading the oracle cards, my very own intuition, and applying the numerology on the cards to give you an interpretation of what you can expect and what you should be focusing on the week ahead. Now we're into a new month, a one universal month. So, what we're going to do also, after I read the weekly wisdom, I'm going to also pull a few cards for the monthly wisdom. And I'm also going to pull one card for each birthday number from the numbers 1 to 9. So if your numbers add up to one of those numbers, and I'll explain it more when I get to that part, but I'm going to read what you can specifically focus on for your birthday number for the month. And after all of that, we're going to determine what the focus is. So that's what the weekly wisdom is. And I'm not going to waste any more time with this. I'm just going to start pulling cards. And I enjoy how I did it last time when I read the cards and did not read the book meaning. Actually, that's the way that I love reading cards. So quite naturally, it felt good for me to do it that way. And I'm going to read from my trusty Dusty Trust Your Vibes Oracle deck, Sonia Chaquette. I always mess the name up, but Sonia Chaquette is the author of these cards. So I'm just going to give the cards a good shuffle, and this is what we're going to come out with for the week. And I'm going to come up with 4 cards. Whatever first 4 cards come up first. Okay. Should I read these cards one by one or read them all together? I'm going to read them one by one. And as I'm completing this shuffle, I want you to know that if one of these readings resonate with you and you would like something more deeper, something more personal, you can get that at Kimbaley.com as well. Okay. This is the cards for the week. The very first thing is saying, the very first card says you need to laugh. And this is the number 8 card. This is the energy that I'm getting. Sometimes you get so focused to a point that you don't take time out to laugh. Guys, I'm going to tell you the truth about me. I know a lot of times you see me laughing or you may see me joking around or whatever, but that's when I feel my best. That's when I feel the happiest. So instead of working so hard all the time, take time to stop, smell the roses, and laugh a little bit with someone else because this can lift your vibration. Not saying that hard work is not good. With the number 8 card, this card is telling me that this is your nature. It is your nature to be a hard worker, and don't apologize for that. But also at the same time, don't forget to live your life. Don't forget to laugh because that laughter lifts your vibration. And a lot of people may say, well, I don't have anything to laugh about. I've been told one time before, and I do it a lot. When you're struggling to smile, fake a smile for a little while. And after a few minutes, you will notice that thoughts will come in your mind to actually make that smile genuine. And then, if you're thinking about something that's really funny, then you will begin to laugh. So that's one of the important things I do to shake up stale energy. Just laugh, play, and have fun. The next one is to clear your path. That's the number 2 card. This is telling me that it's a lot of stuff that you're holding on to that is in the way of your journey. It's in the middle of the road and you can't go over it and you can't get around it. You think that these things should be here in your path, but actually, these things are causing a hindrance. They are slowing you down in your path. And that could be anything that you find yourself too focused on most of the time. It could be the fact that your path is not clear. It's because you've been uncompassionate to others, inconsiderate to others. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this goes back to the emotion. What Clear the Path is talking about in this card to you right now is saying that you're going to have to clear some of your emotional blockages. You're going to have to clear those things. And that's where this laughter comes into play. Because the more you're in a high vibrational state, the easier it is for you to change your emotions. And see, there's emotions that could be blocking your way. There's emotions that you're holding on to that are doing nothing at all to help you. So raise those vibrations and raise your emotions. Then we got generous, be generous. And this is the number 5 card. This being generous card, what this is saying to me is that, and we talked about in the beginning, you being a hard worker. So, what it is you have to learn the art of delegation. It's time for you to make a change. You feel like nothing can be done unless it goes your way. Sometimes you worry about allowing someone else to get up and take the lead because you feel like they may not be able to do it the way that you can. But this right here is saying, be generous. Share some of these responsibilities that you have with others, especially when you have others that are willing to take on these things. See, when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, it makes it difficult for you to be in that high vibrational state that you need to reach and obtain to get to this particular week. So, what this card is saying to you, if someone steps up and decides that they want to give you a hand, allow them to do it. This will free you up to do other things. This will free you up to do something new. Make a change in your life. Start allowing others to take on their own responsibilities and you focus on yours and raise your vibration so that you can get everything that you need to get done done. And the last one is the number 4 card. This is saying be flexible. And everything goes back to that very number 1 card. That very number 1 card is telling you that you need to laugh more and play more instead of working so hard. This right here is saying that you need to be flexible. You need to make sure that you have the perfect work life balance. Because if you're overworked, you're not going to be able to continue that way. The only way you're going to be able to continue is that you rest in between the work. That's why people get breaks out at the job. That's why people go on vacations, because it's necessary to have that rest. If you don't have that rest, then it makes it difficult for you to move forward. And if you're feeling this way, if you're feeling like you're taking on too much for yourself and you're not taking that time out to rest this week, I want you to be more conscious about taking time out to yourself. Take time out for a break because I do not want you to overwork yourself. Well, that's what we're going to go with for the week. So the week is about somebody out there trying to work hard, and I don't blame them. Working hard is not a bad thing. but all things in moderation. This means that sometimes you need to pass on some of those responsibilities and delegate those things to someone else. This means that you need to be taking proper rest breaks. This means that you need to be focused on raising your vibration. This means you need to be focused on raising how other people see you. This is what this week is about. And now we're going to go on to the universal month. I'm just hearing one card for this one. And this number one, this card that I'm hearing for this one, time for crayons. This is the number 6 card. This means that month is the month for you to bring out your creativity. Last month it was about hard work for you. This month this is about you being creative in the way that you work. And what this makes me think about is work smart, not hard. This means tap into your mind, because this number 6 is telling me that there's going to be some ideas, there's going to be some things that come into you that you are going to be able to sense and pick up, and you can turn those things into projects. This is the time for you to have fun with what you do. Find a way to spruce things up so that you won't have to be feeling like you're working so hard all the time. I've always heard that when you have a job that you love, you never work another day in your life. What is that for you? And if you have not had that yet, how can you change the career, the job that you have, the projects that you have into something that you can actually enjoy doing? So this right here is just talking about the same thing, that it goes back to that number 1 card in the week. Raise your vibration. And that's why it's important to raise your vibration this week, because this month you're going to have to be in you're going to have to be in a high vibratory state. And the reason why you're going to have to be in a high vibratory state is because chaos and creativity don't flow together. So in order for you to tap into your creativity, you have to be in a high vibratory state. So that's what it is for the month. And I'm going to pull a card for each birthday number from 1 to 9. So let me tell you how you get your birthday number. If you are born on a single digit number, let's just say that you're born on the 4th of the month. It's simple. Your birthday number is a 4. But if you're born on a double digit number, like 13, you have to reduce those numbers. So how you would reduce it, say 1 plus 3 equals 4. And that 4 will become, or is, your birthday number. So I'm going to call out the numbers from 1 to 9, and I'm going to read one card for each number. And whatever your birthday number is, you listen for that, and that is your wisdom for the month. Okay. This is fun. And it's so amazing that 6 card came up talking about being creative and playing. And this right here is something that I really love to do. I really love doing this. So now, card number 1. Card number 1 says, name your higher self. This is the number 8 card. This is that hard working card. But what I'm hearing in this card right here, if you're born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, the 28th of the month, this card right here is saying name your higher self. Now, the number on this card is a number 8, which tells me that you are one of the ones that are a hard worker. But I'm hearing right now that there's some messages trying to get through to you from your higher self. The part of you that is all knowing and all aware, all wise, that is within you is trying to get a message through to you, but you're so much in the midst of that hard work that you can't hear the voice. And this right here is saying, name your higher self. What I'm hearing is that you need to take time for meditation and you need to get in touch with your higher self. Now, if you're born on a day that adds up to a 2, that is the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of the month. There we go. And this is so weird. This is the number 29 card. And number 2, this is telling me that you need to make a decision. This means that you're standing in the middle of a path that leads in 2 different directions. Right now, you're stuck in the fork in the road. You don't know what direction to take. And I don't know whether this may be a business venture, this may be in the area of romance, this may be in your family, it could be some decisions that you're making in the home. But what the point is that you are not making a decision. And I know I hear somebody say sometimes, whenever you don't make a decision by default, you've made a decision. So as long as you don't make a decision, you're going to stay stuck at that fork in the road. It's time to get up and go, or it's time for you to move in the other direction. Which one will you choose? This is the month that you should be thinking about these things. And this is so fitting because this is a number 1 universal month. So this is letting you know it's time to do something different. And if you're still stuck at the fork in the road, then your different is what you need to come up and decide now. For those of you born on the 3rd of the month, the 12th of the month, the 21st of the month, or the 30th of the month, your birthday number is 3. And your card is mentors, and role models. This is the number 18 card. This card is saying action. It's time to go. Action. You need to pull on to those people. You need to latch on to those people that can teach you something. You need to attach yourself to those people who can be guidance in your life. Sometimes when we look at this number 18 card, we think about how with the number 9, they're individualistic, they're leaders, they believe in doing things themselves. But sometimes you need help from others. And those other people should be people who have come before you, who have paved the way, and for those who are willing to give you wisdom to help you grow in your journey. This doesn't matter whether it's spiritual, this doesn't matter if it's regards to your education or your career or your family. Always have someone that you can go to during those times when you have questions and you don't really understand what to do. So, number 3, people, this card is saying that you need to gravitate towards those who know more than what you do. And once you obtain that knowledge, you need to circulate it by passing on that knowledge to someone else. See, that's the cycle of growth. You have someone that can help you grow, and in turn, you teach someone so that they can grow. Okay, that's the number 3. So the number 4 card, if you're born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st of the month, you are number 4. Number 4, you all confusing. That's that Uranus energy. Cards just flying everywhere. Number 4, what are you trying to tell me today? Let's get this thing right. We'll try it again. Okay, number 4. Okay. Seems like everybody is getting something about this. Number 4s, you need to remember to breathe. And this is the number 1 card. And the number 1 to me speaks about leadership. And number 1 carries a lot of responsibility too, whether it's in their family, business, or wherever, they always carry a lot of weight as well. And this card is saying that you should remember to breathe this month. Remember to take that time, just like we talked about that play time that's necessary, that creativity time that's necessary. You need to take that time for rest this month. You need to take time to breathe. Sometimes I'm feeling that there are times when your mind gets so overwhelmed with information that it makes it difficult for you to move up to the next level. But what this card is reminding you is that you need to take time to breathe. What I'm feeling here is taking time for a brisk walk, taking time for meditation, taking time to be with self and to just think of nothing. Like, have you ever just went out into nature and just take in the beauty of nature? You know, the number 1 card. And when it's so funny because the number 4 is an interchangeable number, and the number 4 is interchangeable with the number 1. The 1 represents the sunshine. Get out in the sunshine, get some fresh air. Remember to breathe this month. No matter how difficult things are, take that time out for yourself. And I always look at it like this. Yes, there are things on our plate sometimes that we feel like we have to do it. We can't let these people down. But we also have to think in contrast is if we don't take a break, if we don't take care of self, then we won't be able to do anything at all. So, would you rather take out a few moments or have to pull out altogether? Sometimes that's the question that you should have to answer. Answer that for yourself this month. What do you think? And by the way, when I call out your birthday number, shout out in the chat. Let me know what birthday number you are. What we on number 5 now? That's if you're born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd of the month. Number 5, this card says sleep on it. And this is the number 5 card too. 5, this energy is telling me that you also have a lot of things running through your mind. And what you really need is a good rest. Stop being so quick to answer questions. Stop being so impulsive to give somebody a decision. Sometimes you need to rest and think about it because before you go to sleep, may be a totally different story than after you wake up. Once you wake up and you are refreshed, you may see the whole situation in a totally different light. This is saying if you don't know what all of those thoughts, because I'm feeling with number five, it's like you're always in your head. You need to take time this month and get some rest too. Wow, that seems to be like the running theme for everything this month is like rest, play. And that makes sense because it's a universal 1 month, and it's really time to focus on you. Yeah, because now we're on the number six card. If you're born on the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of the month, then your birthday number is a number six. Number six, if you're here, drop it down in the comments and let me know. And this is so strange, right? Your card is learn. Learn. And the number is 19 on this card. That equals up to a 1. There's something that you're studying on or practicing or considering about learning. And right now is an awesome time for you to begin that journey, no matter what it is. It's something that you have been wanting to do for the longest time. But we only get one go around here. So you may as well do what you want. And this month may as well be the month to do it. Study those things that you're interested in, even if it's just information, just regular information for your own knowledge. If you're curious about something, this is the time to learn about it. And I feel like if you're not curious about learning anything at this moment, then someone will introduce you to learn something new. Look out for the teachers that are around you. And also watch out because you may be a teacher in your very own way as well. So with this is saying it's time for a new beginning. Maybe you've learned those things that were your goals last year. Now it's time to learn something different. So use this month right here to discover the new things that you want to invite in your life through learning. And we're going to the number 7. You are a number 7. If you're born on the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th of the month. What you doing this month, sevens? If you're a 7, let me know down in the comment section that our 7s are here. Oh, call on your joy guide, 7. I can't make this up. The number of the card is 16. Wow. Call on your joy guides. You know, this is the time that, and it's all seems like it goes back to where we started off with the week, to laugh and play. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to do an episode on it, but people don't know that joy can bring manifestation just like that. Elevating your vibration to a state of joy brings and attracts anything that you want into your reality just by being at peace and joy. And do you know that it's so many people that can't get to that point because they will not raise their vibration to a state of joy? And it's actually fun. And I tried this not too long ago. That's why I said I'm going to do an episode on this. But whenever you get to that state of feeling joy, And it's just undescribable. It's like you get to the point where you feel like you can do anything. And what this is saying to me, number 7, is this is something that you really need to hold on deeply to, because sevens worry a lot. And this is a 16 card too. So this makes me feel like that there may be some sevens that are worrying about something this month. And what this is saying is put that worry on the back burner, because you can't align with the positive things you want as long as you're in that state of worry, in that state of fear. It's time to raise your vibration to get into something that makes you feel joy, excitement. So this means begin to do more of the things that you love. Begin to do the things that really, really excite you and make you happy, no matter what it is. Even if people look at you like you're crazy, continue to do it because you know that it is for your growth. Okay, sevens, get it together. Number 8, if you're born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of the month. Oh, number 8. This one easy for you, number 8. Take your time. And this is the number 7 card. This card is telling me Rome wasn't built in a day, number 8. If you're number 8, go ahead and let me know in the comment section, because this is a message that you need to hear. Rome was not built in a day. And whatever you're trying to build at this moment, it's not going to be built in a day too. This says take your time. You know, the funny thing about me, and I do have 8 energy in my numerology chart. But the thing about me is I don't do things until I get ready to do them. And this isn't what the number 8 needs to remember, because this is already naturally a part of their nature. This is something that they should be doing anyway. They should remember that it's about patience. Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So take your time. I remember one time I was working for this company, and at the time I began working for the company was still being built. The actual structure of the building was still being built. This building, and it's no telling how many millions of dollars went into this building because it was a huge place. And they put it together so fast. And I was like impressed, like, wow, they put this building together really quickly. And shortly, in about a couple of years, I started seeing cracks in the foundation. I started seeing that there was some wear and tear on the building that probably shouldn't have happened until years later down the line. But because of the fact it was a rush job, they did not do as well as they could have done. Message, what this is telling you, number 8, is don't focus so much on getting things done quickly. Focus on getting things accurately. That's what you should be focusing on this month, number 8s. Last but not least, my number 9s, those of you who are born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th of the month, make sure you drop a comment down and let me know you're representing the number 9. Oh, your focus should be on, what's your focus this month, 9? It's a team effort, number 9. And this is the number one energy. It's a team effort. Number nine, what this is saying to you is to stop trying to do everything all by yourself. You know what number nines do sometimes? Number nines will try to do everything by themselves, and then they'll look around when things go wrong at the people around them and blame them for not helping. But number nine, this is all about teamwork. Nine is a humanitarian anyway. So when we talk about this number 37, we're talking about the number one. So even though you may not consciously be shining in all that you do, whenever you're with the team, you're going to shine anyway because people already look up to you and recognize you as the leader. It is your energetic frequency that is going to help move and push the team forward. So instead of trying to do things all by yourself, because let me tell you about nines too. Nines are about loyalty. So nines will question you if they feel like you can't be trusted. So sometimes it may be difficult for a number nine to get close to people because they want to make sure that they're able to trust these people. And number nine, this is letting you know that sometimes you have to reach out and grab those people that are willing to help you because, yes, you are the humanitarian, but no, you can't do it all by yourself. Get a team of people who can help drive your cause, who can help push you forward, and who can help change all of humanity. And you will be the leader of that team because they're going to recognize your nine qualities, gifts, and talents, and they're going to be motivated to stick by you and to follow your leadership and your guidance. That's for you, number nine. So we've reached the end. Just before we go into my final interpretation for the week, I'm just going to pick an affirmation. Just flip the book open. Martha Beck. Every day brings new choices. Today may not be the day that you had to make a big choice, but tomorrow is going to bring a new set of choices. Everybody has new choices every day, and it's important that you pay attention to those choices. It's important that you weigh your decisions when making these choices. Remember, we talked about one card that says sleep on it before you're making decisions. It's important that you are aware of the choices that you're making because we know here on the Manifesto on Purpose show that the choices we make today creates our tomorrow. Well, that is our reading for the month and the week and for each birthday card. So we got them all here. And for the overall summary of everything I read, there are a few things that I'm going to point out here that are very important. Whether you heard it in one of your cards, whether you heard it in the monthly card, or whether you heard it in the weekly card, this is a time for you to be patient. This is also a time for you to take time to spend with yourself. And that's important because we are in this one universal month. It's time for me, myself, and I. It's time to rest when you need rest. And it's time to know when you do. Make sure that you're focusing on your work-life balance and make sure that you're having fun. All work and no play is no fun at all. So make sure that you take time out for play too. Well, anyway, that's basically what I got for the week and the month. I hope you enjoy this. Please like this and share this and come back next week. I love you to life. This is how you manifest on purpose.